If you've been told that our glutes are weak, lazy, or not firing, they're probably none of those things. In fact, most people's glutes feel weak because they're doing too much, not too little. We feel tight hips, our lower back joins in with everything. One side always feels different. We do all the activation drills and nothing changes. We feel strong in the same positions, but unstable in others. It's confusing, but most of all, it's very frustrating. In this video, we're going to break down why glutes become overworked, why stretching or activating doesn't solve the issue, and how we help the body share the workload more evenly. After years of supporting people with back, hip, and glute issues, the pattern is remarkably consistent. Glutes aren't the problem. They're the consequence. And when we shift the load around, everything starts to settle. Let's see if this hits home. We feel tension deep in the hip after sitting or walking. The lower back kicks in during simple tasks. One glute feels weaker, flatter, or less coordinated. Our balance feels different from left to right. Squats or lunges don't feel symmetrical. Activation drills help a bit, but then fade. We stretch the hips, but they tighten again. It creates the sense that our glutes are asleep or not firing properly. But that's almost never the case. Here's the truth very few people hear. Glutes are rarely switched off. If anything, they're switched on too much. The reason they feel weak is because they're compensating for limited hip rotations, stiff ankles, ribs that don't move, uneven pelvis position, one side doing far more load sharing, old injuries the body has protected for years. When the body lacks options, the glutes take on the stability. They add propulsion, they add balance, they add rotation, and they act as a shock absorber all at once. And no muscle will thrive when they're doing everyone else's job. So the glutes tighten, they fatigue, they feel weak, they become tender to touch, and they look inactive on basic tests when they're worn out. This isn't laziness, this is overload. We don't fix this by hammering the glutes with more strength or activation work. We fix it by giving the glutes some help. Here are 4 principles that we use to shift the load. Number 1. Restore hip rotation. Most hip tightness comes from a lack of small rotational movements, not from the muscle length itself. If the hips can't rotate, the glute clamps down for stability, the pelvis compensates, the back tightens, and the whole chain becomes rigid. Small, safe rotational inputs reduce the glutes guarding and gives their hips more freedom to move. Number 2, if the pelvis can't glide smoothly, one glute gets overloaded. The other side switches off to protect. Walking becomes uneven. Standing feels different from one leg to the other. We don't need big movements here, just small left to right, forward and back shifts that reduce the tension and make the pelvis feel more movable again. Number 3, when the ankle feels stiff, the glutes do more of the work to absorb the load. This means more gripping, more tension, more fatigue, less balance. Giving the ankle a bit more motion often reduces the glute tightness without ever touching the glutes directly. Number 4, adding directional variety instead of lots of different reps. Glutes thrive when movement patterns are small, slow, and varied. They need to be calm, and when the body moves forward, sideways, rotationally, diagonally, this gives the glutes something they rarely get: support from the rest of the system. Here's the exciting part. When the glutes stop compensating, a lot of things start to improve. Hips stop feeling so pinchy. The lower back stops helping out. Balance improves. Walking feels smoother. Standing for long periods of time become easier. The whole system feels more coordinated. Inside out-of-the-box rehab, this is the moment people feel early on. My glutes finally feel normal, like they're part of a team, instead of being on the sidelines. Because that's exactly the goal, restoring teamwork across the body instead of one area carrying everything. If our glutes feel tight, overworked, sensitive, or switched off, the real solution isn't more activation, it's better movement options across the whole body. That's exactly what we rebuild inside Out of the Box Rehab, step by step with calm and confidence. If you want to explore that together, the link's below. Glutes aren't weak, they're overwhelmed. Give the rest of the body more freedom, and the glutes finally get the job they were designed for, not everyone else's as well. And if you want to explore a little bit more about how your body might be compensating, this video's for you.